The hottest buzz of the week has been the Bleacher Report's top 100 NBA list. Interesting list. Interesting list.
Interesting is an interesting word to use for it.
Yeah.
Horrible list, man. Just say it. Horrible list.
Garbage.
Horrible list.
It's a garbage list. Should I name the top 20 real quick?
Run them off quickly.
MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Bill Russell, Shaq, Timmy, Larry Legend, Wilt, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant at 11, Hakeem the Dream at 12, KD at 13, Oscar at 14, Jerry West at 15, KG at 16, the Joker at 17, Dirk at 18, David Robinson at 19, and Dr. J at 20. I'm pretty convinced at this point that when they put these lists together, they're really coming out for like reactions at this point. Like, there's no way people sit down and like put together these lists and say, yeah, like this is what I actually think.
ESPN is the ultimate clickbait.
Yeah, no, but like I really feel like at this point. And guess what? They got our attention and they got me to click on.
But there's a lot of people when they put a top 10 list together, they don't have Kobe Bryant in there. Remember, I had the whole spiel about like how do people leave him out of the top 10?
Yeah, well,
like,
they're really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were some of your first reactions to the list?
Here's my first reaction.
Like the first time you see, I want to know.
Yeah.
The first time you seen the list, what was like? What the hell?
It was a Kobe thing.
Okay.
But like after I took a deep breath and calmed down, I realized something. Whenever we build these lists, right? We as sports fans and as sports networks, we got to start remembering something. Okay? When you used to put a list together in the year 2000 or in 1995 of the 20 best players that's ever lived, and Wilt and Bill were on your list, that's fine. Because in the year 2000, 1962 was modern era, basically. In 2025, that ain't modern era anymore. Let me give you an example. Do me a favor. Kobe Bryant and Bill Russell. Let's say we want to compare two all-time greats, right? We want to compare Kobe Bryant and Bill Russell. And I ask you, how many more steals and blocks did Bill Russell have than Kobe Bryant?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Nobody would, because it wasn't tracked. Because if you go look at their statistics right now, Kobe Bryant will have a steal and block total, and Bill won't. And that's a problem. And if that's the case, then when we're building these, guys, all due respect, guys like Wilt, guys like Jerry West, guys like Bill Russell, guys like Oscar, I'm okay with you doing a pre-modern NBA list. If you want to do a pre-modern NBA list and put that on the side and figure that out, I'm good with that. I have no problem with that. If I ask you how many all-defensive teams did Bill Russell make compared to Kobe Bryant, how many?
I already know the quick question. I already know the trick question. They weren't tracking it. Huh?
You don't know. We don't know. We don't know what the totals are. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing. I don't like having Oscar Robertson in there when a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo is like,
Exists.
not on the list.
Exists.
Not on the top 20 list. You know what I mean? And like if we start talking about basketball players, bro, Giannis is going to be probably like in the 9, not in the 25. You know what I mean?
When I seen that, I thought wherever they were going to have Joker, they need to have both of those guys right next to each other.
And for me, I mean, Giannis should go, like, this is just my opinion, should go one step ahead of Jokic wherever they are. If he's 18, it should go 17,
That's
18.
what I'm trying to say.
And wherever they are. If Joker is 10, Giannis should be 9. That's how I look at it. But the MJ and LeBron, I think you guys probably thought I was going to have a reaction to it. I think it's wrong. But again, if you don't have a list with LeBron James being number 1, I think your list is wrong. That's just me, my personal opinion. But I'm happy it's Michael and not somebody else. The Kobe Bryant thing. Okay? I don't feel as passionate about it as you do. Here's my only issue with Kobe Bryant. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again because it's relevant today. He's the most underrated, overrated player that's ever played basketball. Because guys either have him, I've said this before, if you guys can attest to it, they either have him at 1 or they have him at 12. It's never like
5.
7. Like, oh, we have Kobe Bryant at 7. All right, well, who do you have him from? Oh, I have LeBron, I have Mike, I have Duncan, I have Kareem, Shaq. Oh, okay, bro. I can start listening to you a little bit. Okay,
I'm going to push back. I'm going to push back. Honestly, he's become underrated because I don't see anybody.
Yes.
I don't see anybody now put him in the top 5.
If you ask Californians, where does Kobe Bryant rate?
Out of emotion.
Yeah, but that's the biggest sports market in the U.S. So, like, they'll tell you, he's number 1. He's the greatest player that's ever lived. I don't think he is. But I think for me, he's 3rd. But I'm willing to entertain anywhere up until 7, bro, or 8. Like, I'll listen to you. I still think you're wrong, but I'll listen to you. But to have Steph Curry over Kobe Bryant on an all-time list,
It's wild.
it's just dumb to me.
Like whatever
really
you could say about Kobe, you could say it worse about Curry.
It's just
oh,
dumb.
he was a Robin, so was Curry.
Which is not even that. Like, if we go look right now, because some people bring up like the averages, like Steph Curry's averages in the playoffs for his career are better than Kobe Bryant's, right? There's no problem. If we look at their totals, for example, or we look at their averages in the regular season, or we look at their accolades, they're close. But one guy has 12 more defensive teams. 12, not 2 or 3. He has 12 more. So if two guys are, let's just say, tied. Let's just say it's tied. Let's say the resumes are equal. And one guy is 12 times the defender the other guy is. It should tell you, like, you know what? It's probably the nut should go to Kobe Bryant.
They messed up because they listen. I'm gonna be really honest with you. Even if we did pre-modern, they were still gonna have Kobe out of it.
Well, no, because if you take out, I mean, just looking at it, they have Russell in there, they have Will. If you took him out, Kobe would be at 9th instead of 11th.
And even if we sat here and we did the whole game of like who's a better player, Bill Russell or Kobe Bryant, like there's no argument. There's like real talk. At least with the Wilt, you could be like, bro, this guy.
It's a conversation.
Yeah, he averaged 50 and
We talk about it. Modern today, he'd average 30 and 12.
Yeah, like well, we could talk about like
he'll have an argument as Kobe, just as a player. He'll have an
yes,
argument.
like we could sit there and we could
Right.
But like Bill, like yeah, bro.
The one thing that hurt Kobe Bryant that I don't like doing is the fact that there was a few years of Kobe Bryant's career that were a dud. And it was to his own doing. Let's just be real about it. It was his own doing. It was him driving out Shaq out of town. And for 4 or 5 years, let's be honest, he did nothing. He averaged 35 on a losing team. Didn't really get far anywhere in the playoffs for about 3, 4, or 5 years there. Okay, no problem. But like this is the only guy that we ignore 15 years out of 20 and focus on 5 or 6. It's just a weird thing to me, bro. Like Kareem was winning MVPs, barely making the playoffs in the 70s, and we have him at 3rd. Why do we do that?
And here's my thing though. If Kobe never did that, never drove Shaq out of town, right? Let's just say he would have stayed with Shaq. He would have been lower on this list, bro.
Right.
No, if he would have won 5, if he would have won 10 rings with Shaq,
He's Scotty.
nobody was ever going to acknowledge him, bro. And he was never going to be able to become the Kobe Bryant that he ended up becoming. So they want to hold 4 or 5 years of whatever it was with Smush Parker being a second best player on a team. Go ahead and do that, bro. They could go ahead and do that, bro.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I could do the same thing about most of these guys on here. At some point, all of these players were Robins at one point, except for like
The first 2.
yeah, like
The first, well, and Magic.
Kareem was a Robin to Magic at one
Yes.
point. And Magic in the beginning was a Robin to Kareem a little bit, bro. Shaq,
A little bit. He was the bus driver, though, for sure.
Duncan didn't win a Finals MVP every time he was in the finals.
He was the best player every year, though,
He was.
on his team.
I'm just saying though,
It's tough.
come on, bro.
So was Bird, so was Wilt.
It's tough. But we're talking about 20 years, though. Oh, we're talking about a 20-year career. We're not talking about a 3-year career. We're talking about 20 years now.
Doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean? We're talking about a guy who's a top 10 scorer ever, a top 10 perimeter defender ever, and you know, the argument can be made is top 5 in both. I don't see it. But I think what ruins this list is us trying to play this mental gymnastic game where we try to take guys from like the 60s and 50s and like try to take guys who like, let's just be honest with each other, bro. Like the game wasn't basketball yet. It wasn't this basketball yet. And we try to take those guys and we try to say, well, okay, let me tell you why Bill Russell is better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's just weird for me, bro. It's weird for me to do. They need their own separate list.
I told you, like,
Because we're using championships. George Mikan should be on here. George Mikan has 5 championships. Put him on here. Why isn't he on here? He has 5 as a big man. Put him on here.
True.
But you don't consider that modern. Why not? Because it was 40. It was in the 40s. All right, cool.
Because I don't even know who he is.
When you grew up, when we were growing up, those 40s that you look back at, man, that's a long time ago. That's the 60s now. The 62 was 63 years ago, bro. That was almost set.
Wild.
If you were born when Wilt Chamberlain was started to dominate basketball, today you'd be a damn near 70-year-old man, bro.
I get it uninterrupted 1 minute.
Go,
ahead.
take 5 minutes.
I just want 1 minute. I got to unload on Bleacher Report real quick, bro.
Unload, cuz.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, they're triggering people, bro. At this point, I'm convinced. And if they're not, then that shows where the state of basketball is at, man. Like, just dead ass. Like, take California and like emotional fans out of the whole Kobe thing, Caddy. Like, real talk. Like, nobody that has like real love for him that like actually sits down and talks about basketball thinks he's the greatest of all time. Like, most smart basketball fans will sit down and be like, he's from the range of 4 to 7, like wherever it is. Right. Like, I think Kobe's become, it's so crazy in a world that Kobe's become underrated. But I'll tell you this, bro. I'm absolutely disgusted by the dialogue that's happening with Kobe Bryant at this point, because people like Bleacher Report come out with these lists and actually legitimately put Kobe Bryant at 11. I don't understand how a player like Kobe Bryant, who's one of the greatest scorers that's ever touched the basketball floor, who's one of the best two-way players of all time, a guy that won 5 championships. He was one of the greatest Robins of all time, and he was one of the greatest Batmans of all time. And you guys have the audacity to put Kobe Bryant at number 11 and keep guys like Bill Russell and guys like Wilt, and you'll put a guy like Steph Curry. Anything you could say about Steph Curry, you could say about Kobe and vice versa. But Kobe's just a better player. You guys have the audacity to keep on putting Kobe Bryant at 11. Ever since this man died, people just throw his name anywhere because he's not here to defend himself. I'm serious. Every week I'm coming onto this fucking podcast. Every week I'm coming to this podcast and somebody's saying something crazy. It's not about Kobe Bryant. He's at 11, boys.
That's wild.
Where's Kobe Bryant on the all-time scoring list?
Like 4 or 5.
3, 4.
The man.
He's up there.
The man won 12. I mean, the man was on 12 all-defensive teams. And what people like to do out there, they like to discredit him and be like, yeah, it was just a popularity vote.
Let's say 6 of them were popularity.
You know what? But then let's go do that about every single player that's ever won an all-defensive team. You guys only do that with Kobe Bryant.
Michael Jordan was a popularity vote.
Listen, it was. They only do that with Kobe Bryant because it fits their narrative when we want to try to say he's a good two-way player. The man made 12 defensive teams, bro.
Yeah. Nobody says he's the greatest defender ever. We're just saying.
We said he was a really good defender, bro.
At his position.
He was a really good defender.
Yeah.
And we want to discredit it? One of the greatest Robins of all time and one of the greatest Batmans. This is a disgusting list. I didn't care about anything else on there. And you know how I feel about the old guys, about the Wilts and the Bills. I didn't care about that. I seen Kobe at 11, and that was it for me.
To me, there's 2 players that are untouchable when it comes to Kobe Bryant. Everybody else is argument.
Brown and Mike.
Everybody else, we could sit and argue.
You want a Mike? You want a Mike? The only people that I'm ever okay with being put over Kobe Bryant is MJ, LeBron. You could put Kareem and you could put Magic.
Magic has to be one of those guys.
Yep.
But you know, I'm a little bit more lenient than you. I'm okay with like a guy like Duncan. I'm okay with it. But after that, it gets kind of tough for me. Because like not only has he won more, but he's a better two-way player.
Yeah, like I mean,
so you win more and you're a better two-way player. It's
it's
tough. Like with Duncan, you can make the argument Duncan is like the greatest modern day defender ever. Yeah. Like just all around, and he's Mr. Fundamental.
Sure.
And he's won 5. There's arguments to be made for him. He's beat Kobe in the fight. He's beat Shaq in the playoffs. He has arguments. You know what I mean?
I could put Duncan in there too. Hell, you want to put
like that's
Shaq
why
in
I'm
there.
saying worse at like 7. Like the worst I could put him is 7.
What are we doing here, bro?
That's the worst I could put him.
And then on top of that, we have the audacity. The audacity, bro.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time so we can believe
the audacity not to have Giannis in this top 20 list. Why?
Why? Because you got guys like,
Dr.
unfortunately,
J.
Russell. Well, but at least Dr. J is modern basketball. You know what I mean? But you got guys like Russell, Wilt, Oscar.
If you don't if you don't have Giannis in there, then don't put Joker in there.
But so what's KG doing in there then?
But that's what I was just about to say. Explain to me how Giannis, how KG is a better player than
What's
Giannis.
What's Dirk doing in there? If Giannis ain't in there, what's Dirk doing in there?
How many MVPs does KG have?
1.
How many MVPs does Giannis have?
2.
So how is KG over?
And NBA champion.
So what happened with Giannis not in this list?
I can't tell you.
Seriously, what happened?
I can't tell you. It's weird for me to have Jokic on here and not Giannis. To me, it's just weird.
For me,
honestly,
on an all-time list right now, I have Joker over Giannis only because of that one more MVP. I think when it's all said and done, he'll probably be over him, and I'm pretty sure like in total points and everything like that, he'd probably have him beat.
Joker over Giannis. Because
Right now, Giannis hasn't beaten every statistical category
Except MVP.
except assists.
Does he have him in scoring?
Yes, he hasn't been scoring.
Giannis has more scoring than him.
Yes, and rebounds.
Then you know
everything
what?
other than assists and steals. Points, rebounds, blocks go to Giannis. Jokic does have the one more MVP. Giannis does have the Defensive Player of the Year award over him.
Oh, wait, Giannis won a Defensive
Yes,
Player.
bro.
So, but then how the hell is Giannis not in the top 20 then, bro?
Giannis is a guy with a resume right now currently, and he's 30, by the way. He's 30 years old. He's still a young guy, a young cat with a lot of ball left in him. NBA championship, NBA Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year award, 2-time MVP. That's all. And a guy who, in his prime right now, is currently at a pace. Every year he steps on a basketball court, he's at 33, 12, and 6.
You want my take about
With the best defense in the league.
You want my
damn
take?
near.
You want my take about Giannis and Joker? I believe Giannis and Joker. You could place them in any decade. They'll
sure.
be in any top 5
Absolutely.
player.
For sure,
in the
100%.
league.
they
Not a
will.
question.
And there's
100%
no argument.
100% they will.
Buts.
They would make the top 5, and one of them would be pushing that number 1 spot if a guy named LeBron James was
There's
alive.
another thing about Kobe Bryant that people talk about, that people bring up too. I've been seeing a lot of this. This I've seen before he passed away, unfortunately and tragically. This people used to talk about it a lot too. They'll bring up, like Draymond's brought it up before, where he's like, Kobe Bryant's never been the best basketball player on the planet, right?
Oh, I heard that.
And
I got something for that.
I want to address that just for 2 seconds.
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm going to address that for 2 seconds, right? I mean, I grew up, right? Like, my basketball peak started, my basketball, my tenacity for the game of basketball started with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. This is what I used to argue. Damn near for a living, bro. It was LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, right? But let's just say, for argument's sake, that up until 04, the best basketball player in the world was Shaq. Okay? For argument, because there's an argument to be made for that. And there's an argument to be made that from 05 to 2008 or 9, it was Tim Duncan. There's an argument to be made for that. Somebody argues that right now, he's going to have an argument. And then by 2010, I think most people understand clearly, it was LeBron James was the best basketball player in the world. By the time he went to Miami, the guy was the best player in the world. It wasn't really necessarily close with anyone else. So let's just say that Kobe Bryant really wasn't the best basketball player on the planet ever in his life, because there's an argument to be made for that. The one thing they always forget is who was he competing with to be the best basketball player on the planet? He was competing with the greatest basketball player that's ever played basketball to be the best basketball player on the planet. He was competing with a guy who was 22 years old in the NBA Finals, but this was his competition. And, a lot of people, they were split. They were Kobe Bryant or LeBron James. It wasn't like LeBron was dominating him in those conversations. It was split, bro. Same with Tim Duncan. Like, you guys have him at 7 here, bro. In reality, again, if we do the modern NBA, Tim on your list would be like 4. And this is who you're comparing him to. And this is who you're saying, he was never the best. Brother, it ain't like he played in 2018 and he had to compete with James Harden.
That is the laziest take you can ever say, that Kobe was never the best player in the league. You just said it, bro. Because the guy that was over him is the greatest player of all time.
Yes.
I have a question for you. So if we switched Curry and Kobe Bryant's time frame, would Curry had ever been the best player in the league at any of those points?
Steph Curry still to this day has never been the best basketball player in the league.
So how the fuck do we have him in the top 10 over Kobe?
But that's my problem. That's what I'm saying.
Would Larry Bird ever be the best player in the league during
Larry
those
Bird
times?
was never the best basketball player
So
in
how
the
the
league.
fuck do we have him on this?
There's a lot of guys that were never the best basketball player in the league, bro.
Would Shaq be the best player every single at every single point?
From like 98 to like 2002, yeah. He was, yeah.
But if he was coming up during his prime with LeBron James,
it would be argument, it would be a conversation. Like LeBron, like from 2011 to that, it'd be tough, bro. I mean, it's a tough conversation to have.
it's lazy, bro.
Like the way they talk about it is they talk about it like Kobe was like Clyde Drexler to Michael Jordan. It wasn't like that, bro. It was neck and neck. It was tough. It was to the throat,
Bro, they're talking
Pause.
about it like you just said, like James Harden was number 1. He couldn't overtake James
Right.
Harden, bro. It was fucking LeBron James above
And Tim
him.
Duncan. Tim Duncan gave people 50.
What are we talking about here, bro?
He gave him 50.
Hattie, that's lazy, bro. It's become a trend. It's like the cool,
It's two spectrums, bro.
yeah. It's,
Like you are on sports media. There's guys who, after he tragically, unfortunately passed, there's guys who took it all the way one way. And he's not here anymore, so he can't say nothing. So now I'm gonna talk out of my side of my neck. And then there's guys that took it all the way the other way, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna take him from 4 and put him at number 1. Like But now, for some reason, last month or two, I've seen a trend where people like decided, you know what, we're gonna just shit on Kobe Bryant today.
Yeah, like what?
It's a weird thing, bro. It's a weird thing.
BR.
But you know what? We're not gonna let him do that.
BR.
And an open challenge to anyone out there. Open challenge. Open challenge. If somebody out there can convince me that Kobe Bryant is any less than 7, open challenge for you to debate me and prove me wrong. But you're gonna lose. I promise you, you're gonna lose.
Put a video together.
Promise you, you're gonna lose.
If you could put together some good points, we'll get you something nice.
I promise you.
But you have
you're gonna lose.
nothing.
Nobody
You have
has
nothing.
anything.
They have nothing. You guys have any other thoughts about this top 10 list?
Nope, not for me. I think I got all of mine out the way. I think we have all the points. Giannis not being there, Kobe Bryant being at 2 spots away. Couple spots away from being 15. You know?
Yeah.
We got them all.
And get the old guys out of there, bro.
And just real quick, I mean, I got to do this. You know what I mean? I got to do this. Number one was playing against plumbers. The other guy was playing against all-time greats. Let's be real. One guy played against 8 Hall of Famers in the NBA Finals. The other guy played against 41. So I'm just gonna put that out there. And you do with that what you will. You know
And get all the guys out of that when they weren't playing real basketball. So I don't want Wilt on these
Right.
lists anymore. I don't want
The Kobe Bryant thing pissed me off so much. I didn't even get a chance to argue LeBron and Michael. This was a perfect chance to argue. Leave that for another day.
Go ahead and give me Wilt. Get me what's his name off? Russell. Get me Oscar off of this.
And West.
Give me Dr. J off of this thing too. All those.
But like,
guys.
I'm okay with Dr. J.
No,
like,
all of them off.
But Dr. J,
all of them
he
off.
played in the 80s, bro.
All of them off.
He played in New Magic.
All of them off.
I'm okay with Dr.
He's
J.
catching collateral. All of them.
He caught it, huh?
Yeah. Jerry, God rest your soul. Love you, but you're catching collateral with
The
these
logo.
dudes.
Oh, Jerry West passed away.
Yeah.
Bro, we just got to do a separate list. Just do a separate list. It's okay, bro. Just, you know, like in NFL, when we talk about guys, we say the Super Bowl era because we talk about, okay, football was really football for about 50 years now. So we'll do the Super Bowl era. Can you do the NBA champion, I don't know, the NBA Finals era or something? I don't know, bro. Do like the modern era, like anything post 79. You know, that's 50 years ago now. Do anything post 79, bro. Is that okay?
You had us do something that I really appreciate you for, bro. When we sat in the basement in Swade's crib, man, and we watched a basketball game from every era, bro. That was enough for me. Because, like, I can argue how different basketball is now to when, like, Jordan was playing.
It was very different, bro.
Like, it was leaps and bounds difference. Oh, not even, I won't even do that. I'm not trying to shit on Jordan. Like, even to now when, like, the early 2000s, bro, when, like, Shaq
Just
and
different
Kobe,
basketball, bro.
and we're trying to sit here and talk
Different
about
basketball.
when folks were clocking in at the railroad for their jobs and smoking a cigarette before the game started.
And during the game, there was cigarette. You're so crazy. You know, you ever see old pictures of sports?
The white?
Where it's like fuzzy and white. You know what that is? That's cigar and cigarette smoke, bro. Like,
wild.
we're talking about an era where, like, wow, what is Wilt having now? 42, huh? Wow. You know what I mean? Like, and we're going to sit there and compare him to 81? Mr. 81?
That didn't happen, bro.
We're gonna sit there. I'm saying, like, let's just say that during the game he had 63. Yeah. We're gonna sit there and compare him to Mr. 81, bro. You know what I mean?
Folks were wearing overalls to the games,
Come
man.
on,
They're